What were you saying that we were going to do in this segment?
So now we're going to get our team to spill their beans.
Right.
I have a jar of questions over
Okay.
here, and I'm going to pick them out randomly, and we'll pick a random person to answer, and they'll have to spill their beans.
Sounds good.
I'm excited. Okay, do you want to go first, or should
Go
I go
ahead.
first? Should I do it?
Ladies first. Ladies first.
Okay. All right. So, on the first question here. Okay, I think I'm going to ask Gurveer this question.
Really?
Okay, Gurveer. So, what was your biggest challenge in your life, and how did you overcome it?
That's a tough one. I would say fear of failure.
Okay.
That was probably the biggest challenge, and how I overcame it is by realizing that I was focusing on things that were not in my control. I was thinking too much about what other people thought about me. So for me now, failure is a stepping stone to success.
Fear of failure as in a career, as a family member. There's so many different aspects.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah. So in every general?
In general, because
Okay.
I come from an athletic background, so being out on the podium, on the stage and in the bright, so it's
Yeah.
a lot goes on in the mental game, and it carries on to my life as well. So
Have there been any failures that shaped you more? Like any failures that stand out?
Well, there's so many. Even failing out of school, even at the university level, right? So things like that, even in wrestling, overall in life, right? But they all shape me in some way, and I'm here now, right? So
Well, those of you that don't know here, he is a national wrestling champion. So he
Yes.
sets the bar up pretty high. I won't tell the secrets of who he's trained in MMA. I'll let him do that.
We'll
later
say
on.
that.
There's where the fear comes in, because he's used to success, and you set a high standard for yourself.
That's the way to live.
Okay.
Right?
Just have to embrace the fear and let it make you stronger.
I totally agree.
All right,
Wow.
all right. You know
Let's
what?
do the
That was
next
pretty good. I like
question.
that one. That was
I
good.
liked it,
So there's
yeah.
no fear in fear, eh? All
I'm
right.
here.
Hey, you again. You did it so
Let's
well.
do the next question. I love this. Okay. All right. So, you know what? I think I might ask David this question.
Same kind of theme.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. What is your biggest fear?
So my biggest fear is always being validated by what other people think of me. I'm afraid that, like, I kind of feel that right now. I'm afraid that I'll always feel that way.
Overcoming that fear. Let's get you to the next phase. Like, we're gonna make a
Uh-oh.
change for you. How are you gonna do that?
I don't know. I thought you were gonna make the change.
You know what? We
Pressure
will.
is
By
on
the
you.
end of this, by the end, you'll have no fear. You will be well accepted.
Yeah. Well, thanks for sharing that.
It takes some guts
Yeah,
to share that.
it definitely
actually.
does.
It does. You know, may I?
Yeah, you know what? Just do it.
All right. I'm doing this. This is sweet.
It's tempting.
Okay. All right. What in your life are you grateful for? You know what? We'll go Harvey.
Just
Sorry.
finish that side off.
Yeah, that side's done.
Yeah.
Well, it may sound cheesy, but life itself, really. And like, from, being young to where you are now, young, you have your family, your siblings, obviously grateful for that. What kind of a person you've become because of your background and, like everything your parents have gone through to help us become where we are. And you have your siblings, and as you get older, your friends, everybody plays an impact, and then you just realize how grateful you should be to be where you are, because there's so many more who are less unfortunate than we are, and just keeping that in the back of your mind, just being grateful for life and every day that you have.
I really like that.
Yeah,
That's beautiful.
Good question. Good answer.
Really good
All
answer.
right,
Definitely.
yeah. Does anybody want to elaborate on that, or let's just go to the next question?
Yeah, let's go to the next question.
Sounds good.
I'm so eager to
That's
ask.
all right. You're up.
I love it. I love this. Okay. If anything, what would you change about your childhood?
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
You know what? Let's ask Taylor.
Oh, okay. Well, I grew up in a small town in Desroches, and I only really had like one friend there because it was such a small town. So I played a lot of video games. Didn't really get out much, talk to a lot of people. So I'd probably change that. I wouldn't play as much video games. I'd go out and do things because.
Oh. Kids, listen to that.
Because of playing all the video games as a kid, I think I developed social anxiety, and I really have troubles talking to people, so it's really hard to communicate with people. I don't know what to say in most conversations. I don't know if I'm being judged or whatnot. I always feel like I'm being judged when I'm talking to people. So it just makes it really hard.
How'd you know it was a video games itself?
Well, cause I never got out. I never talked to people. I just like stuck to my screen and played video games. Like I never had that interaction with people. And the same goes with like technology too, right? Like all these kids these days, they're on their phones and whatnot. They don't actually get that face-to-face interaction with people.
No.
So I feel like it's really hard to communicate with people these days.
You know, I think it's a common theme where people feel like we're being judged. So you're not on your own there, and you know, even myself in the most comfortable place, I'm sure here you're on the stage, on the podium, you're still feeling like you're being judged. So yeah, it's a normal thing, I think, you know.
Yeah.
So, but be social, get out there, right? That's
Absolutely.
I think we're missing somebody for answering.
Let's do this. I'm
Do it.
gonna take this one.
All right.
Okay. Oh, I like this one. If you had one wish, what would it be?
Fun.
Let's ask Nick.
Wouldn't it be really cool if the next day you woke up and every characteristic ability you had was 10 times better than it was before, that day before? Faster, stronger, more endurance, smarter, better memory, better eyesight, better
I love
smelling.
Wow.
That'd be crazy.
Wow.
That'd be
That's
crazy.
a really good
Heal
wish.
10 times faster.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Just pick up skills.
why do you feel like you got to improve yourself?
Ooh.
That's basically life, I feel. That's just the whole journey of life. I mean, you have this perfect self-image of yourself that you want to achieve, and you're probably not going to achieve that throughout your whole life, but your whole life you're spent trying to pursue that.
Mm-hmm.
And so and it's all in that journey. It's not like once you finally get that perfect self, you celebrate and have a victory cheer. It's all about life. Yeah.
Constant learning. All right. Okay. Well,
Constant
I think
improvement. in
everybody's
everything.
had a chance here.
I think we have one more question.
No, I think it's for you. Hey, you know what? I'm going to ask it.
No, we do.
Oh,
we have
oh,
one more.
We
And
actually
we
do.
have another team
Oh,
member
wow,
to
wow, wow.
answer.
Look at that here.
So
You know
by
what? This is
default-
yours.
I thought you guys forgot about
We'll save his for after the break.
Yeah?
Yes.
All right.
We're going to get back to Charlie with a really awesome question. So stay tuned.